Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Racha HaKodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect, brothers and sisters that believe in this word. And this is the brother Danya Allah coming back again with another lesson, and now the question is, can you have sex on the Sabbath? The answer is no. La'ah in the Hebrew. No, you cannot have sex on the Sabbath. Why? Now first let's do this. Let's go to here. Let's go to the law. All right. We're going to go to Exodus chapter 20. And 8. Right? It says, remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. We go into the word holy. What does it mean? Let's get it. I should have got it in here first. Right? So remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. Here's the word for holy. Right here. Open that up. Right, the word holy in the Hebrew is what? Kodash, which means to consecrate, sanctify, prepare, dedicate, to be hollow, be holy, be sanctified, be separate. Keyword separate. Right, we read down, it says to set apart, to devote, to regard or treat as sacred, to keep oneself apart or separate, right? So that's what it means to be holy, to be separate, to be kept apart, right? So this particular day, right, which is the Sabbath day, which is based upon, the new moon. All right, the new moon sets the Sabbath for the month. The word month means moon. Okay, so the Sabbath day is not a regular day. It's a day, it says, remember to keep it holy, to regard it as holy and sacred. So on this particular day, you don't do any work. You don't have any sex. You don't treat this day as any other day, because having sex and the through the Spirit, the edification has been coming out for brothers and sisters to see, right? With Elder Apostle Tahar and other brothers, when you have sex, you make yourself unclean, right? You defile yourself. Which defile means what? To make foul. Foul means dirty, right? So you defile yourself when you have sex. Sex is a necessity, right? But you don't want to be unclean on the Sabbath, right? Keeping the Sabbath holy means what? You keep yourself holy. Why do you think the Lord said this? Here, let me grab this right here. This is Exodus chapter See here, Exodus chapter 19, verse 11. It says, "Be ready against the third day, for the third day the Lord will come down in the sight of all people and upon Mount Sinai." So the presence of the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, was going to come down in the sight of all the people of Israel on Mount Sinai out of the gigantic chariot, man. So the Lord's presence was in the camp, right? So, the Most High is holy. He's perfect. That's what scriptures say. What? Be ye perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect, right? The Most High is holy and is perfect, man. Right? So he says what? It says, "And be ye ready against the third day, for the third day the Lord will come down in the sight of all people upon Mount Sinai, and thou wilt set bounds unto the people round about, saying, Take heed to yourselves, that ye go not up into the mount, or touch the border of it. Whosoever toucheth the mount shall be surely put to death." You're going to die if you touch the mountain, right? Because the Lord was coming down on the mountain, and that mountain was being made holy because the presence of the Lord was there. Why do you think the Lord said when Moses met the presence of the Lord, okay, which was the Lord Yahushai in the burning bush, right? He said, "Take off thy shoes, for the ground that you stepping on is holy ground." Same thing he did with Joshua. Take off your shoes, because the ground that you stepping on is holy ground, right? Because the Lord Yahushai was there, all right, in the angelic form, right? And he came in the name of the Father. He was representing what? The presence of the Lord, man. So it says here, it says, "There shall not any hand touch it, but he shall be stoned or not, or shot through, whether it be beast or man, it shall not live. When the trumpet soundeth long, then they shall come up to the mount." So after the trumpet sounded, they can come up to the mount. It says, "And Moses went down from the mount unto the people and sanctified the people." What did he do when he sanctified the people? Sanctify means to make sacred or to make holy also, right? It says, "And they washed their clothes." They made sure their clothes was clean, right? And he said unto the people, "Be ready against the third day. Come not at your wives." Why? Because if you were to have sex, you would become unclean. And the Most High wanted you to be what? Holy, sanctified, when the Most High would come down on the mountain. So the same thing goes for the Sabbath. When they say keep it holy, that's in every regard. So you separate yourself from having sex on the Sabbath to make sure you're holy on the holy day. You don't regard that day as any other day, man. It's a sacred day, so you do sacred things on that day, man. Right? You get into the law, this and that. But hey, you don't treat it as any other day. That's why you don't work. All right? You got 6 days to do what you do with your woman. All right? But the 7th day, you take a break from that. You separate yourself from that. You separate yourself from work. And that's, Elder Apostle Hall was doing this video, on, uncleanness and the Sabbath. He was going into all the technicalities, man. Hey, man. Hey, Sakari wants to talk about the law, where your fringes at, man. No man can keep all the technicalities, all the different things of the law Because it is impossible. One, we're not in our own land. Two, you're incapable because your flesh is sinful flesh, man. So you can't do it. It's impossible. Right? That's why your flesh has to be changed. Right? So, and let's grab this. This is Isaiah, right? It says, keeping the Sabbath. Isaiah 58:13. It says, if thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord, right? The Sabbath is supposed to be holy, honorable, thou shalt honor him, not doing thine own ways, so not doing what you want to do, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words. We speak the words of you're supposed to speak the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai on the Sabbath. Do your own pleasure. Do Salakia. Do the Lord's pleasure on the Sabbath. Right? Now, what is a part of doing our own pleasure? What is the most pleasurable thing unto men and women on the earth? Is sex. Sex is at the top of the list when it comes to pleasures. You have sex, and then right under that would probably be food. Right? So this is let's get this let me see here. Right, so pleasure here is the word chapatazah. Let me see here. Yeah, chapatazah. Which means delight, pleasure, delight, desire, longing, good pleasure, in which one takes delight. Let's go to the root. It says to delight in, take pleasure in, desire to be pleased with, of men to take pleasure in, delight in, delight. Let's just get to the point. Let me see here. Maybe I got the wrong one. Slovakia. Delight. Slovakia. Maybe I clicked on the wrong word here. Go back. Hopefully they didn't change this definition already. Because hey, these devils will change the definitions of things on the actual webpage when it wasn't previously that seems on. Yeah, I think they changed it all right. Guess I'm looking at the wrong word. But yeah, what I was looking for, is I don't know. Sexual pleasure here. But yeah, sex is one of the main things that people take pleasure in. So you don't want to have sex on the Sabbath, man. You're not supposed to have sex on the Sabbath. It's going off. because that's doing your own pleasure, right? Sex is your own pleasure, man. That's not the pleasure of the Lord, okay? On the Sabbath, right? So, hey, I can't believe I can't find that word, man. Because I looked this up before, and it's not there. Right? But hey, so you're supposed to keep the Sabbath holy, man. All right, and part of that is not having sex, man. Keeping yourself holy. That's why the Lord wanted the people to be holy when he came in the camp. He said, "Come not at your wives." Okay, meaning don't have sex with your wives for 3 days. Right? What is it? King David and his men in the wilderness, the priest asked them what? Well, have they been kept from women? And David said, yes, they've been kept from women these 3 days, because there was in the wilderness, there was fasting for 3 days, right? So he asked that in the least, because the priest was going to give them the shewbread or the showbread to eat, man, which only the priest can eat the showbread, and the priest had to be holy in order to eat that holy thing. So he wanted to make sure, well, were they at least kept from women, separated, sanctified, holy, set apart from the act of sex, in order for them to eat the shewbread, which was holy, man. So and there's other examples too, man. So hey, you're not supposed to be having sex on the Sabbath. So with that, Lord willing, you were edified. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.